This is something the mainstream media is not covering. The U.S. housing crisis is devastating America. Half of U.S. homeowners and renters reported regularly struggling to make their housing payments right now, according to a recent Redfin survey. That's right. Right now, 22% of participants skipped meals just to afford housing. 17% resorted to borrowing money from friends and family. 15% of people delayed or skipped medical treatments just to pay their rent or their mortgage payment. The cost of living over the past couple of years is hurting Americans, and the housing factor is the biggest part of this equation. When reviewing the survey, Redfin's lead economist, Shen Zhao, said housing has become so financially burdensome in America that some families can no longer afford other essentials, including food, medical care, and have been forced to make other major sacrifices, working overtime, asking others for money so they can cover their monthly costs right now. The cost of getting a mortgage has skyrocketed, with rates being higher over the past year, and in some markets, rental rates are even worse. Estimates vary depending on the source, but millions of housing units right now are needed across the United States. Low inventory, combined with high interest rates, have been creating an absolute disaster. This problem has been years, if not decades, in the making. We know that homeowners who purchased or refinanced their homes during the pandemic era are now locked into historically low interest rates with little motivation to sell them at all. And it's predicted that more than 90% of American homeowners are locked into rates below 6%. And for those hoping to buy a home, interest rates are putting a massive damper on purchasing power right now. And builders have never fully recovered since getting burned by the Great Recession. Plus, it costs more to build today than ever before. From increased prices of lumber, labor, interest rates. Right now, it's risky for builders to push out a substantial amount of inventory. Are people going to buy it? So the shortage of affordable housing has created an all-time surge in homelessness in the United States, particularly in cities where rents have soared, like Sacramento, Fresno, Phoenix, Austin. Between 2017 and 2022, Sacramento saw a 47% change in the median rent. 47%. While homelessness increased by 144%. President Biden recently proposed tax credits to improve housing affordability, but critics say that these incentives could actually worsen the problem by failing to address the root cause of the problem. And Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and her green housing new agenda also includes stipends and money for illegal immigrants to live in the United States. So what are we doing here? This is insanity, but we also have a lack of inventory in the United States. The government does not hold the answer to the affordable housing crisis. In fact, they've proven time and time again to be ineffective at providing housing to Americans. Certain HUD programs like Section 8 have proved to help low-income renters, but this is only serving a small percentage of the population right now. We know that the problems with higher interest rates are a short-term hurdle, but the lack of inventory has been brewing for years now, and this can't be fixed overnight. There's not a clear-cut solution to solving the affordable housing crisis, but smart real estate investors are finding a way to profit despite what's going on in the market. And we know that the affordable housing crisis is actually an opportunity to contribute housing to those who need a place to rent until buying becomes more likely. Because there are more people looking to rent, there's a potential for long-term stable income. But if you want to make a smart investment that starts with buying right now in the midst of an affordable housing crisis with high interest rates, low supply, it can be really hard to find properties that check all of your boxes. We'll get back to the video in a second, but look, your money is not safe. You can see all the time that stocks can crash, bonds lose value. Anything that you can't physically put your hands on increases your risk right now. Hey everyone, I'm Clayton Morris, longtime real estate investor and founder of Morris Invest. And my favorite tangible asset is real estate. It consistently outperforms other asset classes. And I believe it's the number one way to build and protect your wealth. Now, while there are several ways you can invest in real estate, most of which I've tried myself, the build-to-rent model offers the most benefits. More specifically, single-family buy and hold rentals. Here's why. Much lower risk than trying to flip a house. You have more control and higher returns than REITs. If you're investing in the stock market, it's way less work than wholesaling properties if you're into wholesaling. Many fewer repairs and headaches than trying to rehab a property. My company, Morris Invest, along with the help from our partner at Sedera Wealth, helps you invest in build-to-rent properties as easily as investing in stocks. That's because we buy and build in bulk, and then we pass on our savings to you. And when you purchase a property through us, you get discounted pricing on properties at or below market value, Seller incentives like mortgage buy-down rates and credits right now usually lowers your rate by about 1%, and we know with higher interest rates right now, you definitely want that, right? And you get free ongoing customer service for the life of your investment. You get personal phone numbers and email addresses of our team. And build-to-rent properties are in prime growth markets. We're talking 18% internal rate of return. 18%. Amazing tax benefits. And you get a free cost segregation report, helping find strategies that increase tax write-offs. You get principal reduction as your tenant pays down your mortgage. And you get steadily growing appreciation and equity gains. Plus, positive cash flow. We won't sell you a property if the math doesn't add up. If you want to know more, just click the link in the description box and it'll take you to our website where you can book a free call with our team. There's zero pressure, no obligation. Look, I understand we won't be a good fit for everybody, and that's totally okay. Some of you might want to be DIY, you want to do it yourself. That's great. Either way, you're going to walk away from our phone call with some valuable new insights and an idea of what questions you might want to ask and some actionable steps that you can take to move forward in your financial journey. You can always find an excuse to not invest, but the sooner that you start a smart investment like build-to-rent real estate in a strong market, the sooner you'll be enjoying pure cash flow. So click the link below and I hope to see you on our schedule. Actually, our new construction properties at my company at Morris Invest can actually help you reach your goals because we buy and build in bulk. So we're able to pass on huge savings to our investors who buy our properties. And our properties are located in the best growth markets in the United States. So if you're interested in learning more about what we do, head on over to our website, morrisinvest.com. You can schedule a free 30-minute call with my team. Just click on the little box right there. A little calendar will pop up, and you can talk with us. Now, a housing policy article by Pew Charitable Trusts states that the academic research that has consistently found that allowing more homes to be built keeps housing costs down. That's true. It works in tandem with the work that's showing that housing costs are the primary driver of homelessness. The findings suggest that allowing more houses to be built, whether subsidized or not, can reduce homelessness, they say. So that being said, investors should also consider accepting Section 8 tenants or other housing vouchers. This allows you to offer a great place to live to someone who needs it, right? But it also guarantees rent payments from the government. I've owned properties for many, many years. And in many of my properties, I've accepted Section 8 tenants. People ask me that all the time. Do you? I do. Because you're getting guaranteed rent from the government, but it also provides a great place for someone to live. Renting affordable properties is the only way that some families can get by right now. And we need more safe, affordable housing from real, fair landlords out there. So for more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and you can click right here to watch another video right here on the channel. We'll see you next time, everyone.